In 2030, the world had been plunged into chaos by the greed of industries with fashion at the helm. At the center of it all was Jonathan Pierce, a CEO whose business thrived amongst the waste and excess of fast fashion. With his company's relentless cost-cutting, he had committed countless crimes against the natural world, polluting and damaging ecosystems, causing unprecedented harm to both the environment and the people who depended on it. Until the courts finally stepped in. He expected a punishment he could brush off, but instead they handed him Hive, a tiny, nature-centric AI that latched onto his wrist.
This will guide your decisions,
The judge said.
A chance to make amends.
Jonathan sneered. But what choice did he have? Hive was relentless. Every unethical choice made it shudder, releasing putrid smells or flashing in outrage. It whined when he booked private jets or approved yet another line of terribly made clothing. It was maddening. This miniature dictator disrupting his life, he despised it. But as the weeks dragged on, something strange happened. Amidst his frustration, Hive guided him outside to a space he had never noticed. At first he resisted, impatient and annoyed, but over time he found himself lingering, noticing the hum of life around him. Then one day, it hit him. Nature isn't just a resource to exploit, it's something to protect. With that thought, he approved a costly recycling initiative, and Hive glowed softly, emitting a soothing scent. For the first time it seemed pleased. It was almost, dare he say it, cute. After a while, Jonathan found himself craving spending time in nature, making choices not for profit but to safeguard the cherished spaces he had come to love. And in turn, his empire eventually transformed. Sustainability became the norm. Waste was slashed, and the public noticed. The man once condemned was now a trailblazer in ethical fashion. And this was just the beginning. He saw others with their own hive, each on a path to change. Jonathan glanced at the little device on his wrist, now a companion rather than a burden. Hive had not just altered his choices, it had reshaped his view of the world. Sometimes, the smallest force can inspire the biggest change.